Yeramanda Satan. Yeramanda Dios. Siaraba Standa Dios. Alababa Dios. I feel my help. Siaraba Satanda Dios. Thank you, Holy Ghost. We've been dealing with conflict resolutions. You ought to touch your neighbor and say, we've been dealing with conflict resolutions. And you ought to touch your other neighbor and say, neighbor, we're going to kill us a demon yet. Y'all didn't say that after, but we're going to kill us a demon yet. In the name of Jesus. Every conflict demon gotta go. Every demon is trying to raise its head up in this ministry. In your life, it's gotta go in the name of Jesus. We decree it and declare it. We don't silence the enemy today. Because no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against us shall be condemned. I feel it. Y'all better leave me alone. We've dealt with identifying conflict. Last week we dealt with the identifying conflict, part 2, with spiritual leadership abuse conflict. And we began to knock on the door of an exit, creating an exit strategy for ministry. And today I want to deal with creating that exit strategy a little deeper, all right? All right. Let's look at Exodus, the 32nd chapter. Exodus 32. Don't plan on reading long, don't plan on being here long. Last week y'all got out real early. I thought the clock said 2:30. In actuality, it said 12:30. But we bless the Lord for my glasses are something big out of focus, really. But I thank God it was kind of good to get out early. Here we see in the text, I want to look at 1. When the people saw that Moses was so long in coming down from the mountain, they gathered around Aaron and said, come make us gods who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses who brought us out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened of getting them out of Egypt across the Red Sea to the place to where they were, to get to the promised land. But he didn't have a strategic plan on how to equip them and having leadership in place while he would be absent. Y'all don't want to talk to me. He didn't have leadership in place while he was up in the mountain having a conversation with God. But wait. Now, somebody would ask the question, he had to have a conversation. He had to have a strategy plan, Renee, because he took Aaron and he took Josh to the mountain and he took them to pray. But then you have to understand that when he went to the mountain to get instructions from God, there still was no clear understanding who was left in charge. And when there's no clear understanding of who's left in charge, there's a case of confusion and conflict. Because nobody has a clear understanding of who's in charge. So now the people are in a point of looking because they can't find the leader. They can't see the leader, so they have to have somebody to lead them. They say, where is our leader? He's been gone too long. He's not here to lead us, so now we need somebody that can lead us. But what these people have done is they went back to a familiar place for later, because they said, we've got some gold, and we know what gold will do. Gold will build us a god. Our God that we're familiar with is a calf. And the calf represents, a calf is a fertility God. And this God will help us to be able to realize that we have a God that we can touch and feel. Because the God of Moses we can't see, we can't feel, we don't know if he's here or not. All we know is Moses says there is this God. We've seen this God operate, but how do we know not that Moses' stick didn't do what Moses said this God is doing? Right. So now there comes a point of conflict. There's a point that conflict has arisen because Moses is at the top of the mountain, Mount Sinai. He's talking with God, getting instructions. Up there, getting the 10 commandments, getting the laws. And how many of you know whenever you're in a place of getting instructions, that's when the enemy will creep in. I'm talking to leaders. I'm talking about you ready to go. You can't even sit right. You can't even stand up right. Yeah, right now, this is what we're going to do right here. And this is how we do it. No, incorrect. And I've learned through trial and error. Everything that I'm teaching you is some things that I've learned through this ministry. It's not like I've read books and I've seen all this. And I'm like, oh, there's something I'm going to teach them. I learned it right here. 10 years. I've seen it. I've seen ministry at its best. And I've seen ministry at its worst. But what I've learned about ministry, Minister Prophet James, what I've learned about ministry is when we're in our thrust of growth, is when the enemy will come in. See, we're in a thrust of growth right now. Johnny, there was a chaos that had arose in the ministry. And the chaos that arose, it has, why is the church not growing? What God had to tell me, Pastor Durham, is flip it. The church was on the spiral of growing. So the devil was trying to get my attention off the growth to worry about what he was saying. Oh, y'all listening. And so if I had focused on what the enemy was saying, I would have lost fact and focused on what God was about to do in this season of killing all of the conflict and missing it, because God said in this season, you can't let nothing pull you off focus. You can't let no problem, you can't let no situation. He says, I'm about to propel you into the next season. He said, the devil is mad at you, boy, because you came and lay prostrate before me. He said, I tried to get your marriage. I couldn't take the marriage. I tried to get you down when I took your baby. I couldn't get you down. I tried to kill you when you were all cracked. I couldn't kill you, but I killed you. I tried to kill you when I had all the people to do a mass exodus on you, and you did not die. God said, you shall not die, but you shall live. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried. It's all of the devils, all the demons. Go ahead and get your pens and your papers back out. Get your typewriters out. I want you to write every good letter you could ever compose this time. Because I need some stuff to put in my book. I'm getting ready to release a bestseller. Get ready, get ready, get ready. You're about to see deliverance and praise. Go to a whole nother level in Jesus Christ. Because no weapon